Both right here at KPFT Houston. Before that, Soul Driven Train put on a couple good shows yesterday at the Houston International Festival. Also had Audra May and the Almighty Sound, Aaron Coffin from Houston, Texas, Emily Elbert, Patrice Pike, Jen Hamill. So much great music and so much more to come on the second hour of Wide Open Spaces. And we'll go ahead and start this hour with a great local singer, songwriter, and performer who's been honing her craft at her weekly gig at the Last Concert Cafe. She recently started playing with the full band, and she has brought them all in today. CLORY Martin, welcome to KPFT. How are you this morning?
Hey, Rourke. I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. I think I saw you here in the studio. Were you playing on Phil and Rhonda's show?
Yeah.
And that was, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it must have been. I think it was definitely over a year ago.
Okay.
So.
Well, I heard you during the sound check here, and I think that your voice has improved a lot since I heard you last time. So
thank you.
I'm excited to hear some more from you. But talk to me about growing up in Austin, and I think you're in the choir?
Yeah, well, so I grew up in Austin. I moved there from Dallas when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
So I call Austin my home for sure. And I grew up there kind of in the Westlake area. Grew up singing choir, church choir, just the whole gamut. My mom forced me to play piano when I was 4 years old, up until I had the choice to quit, and I absolutely did. But I kind of wish that I didn't, looking back. But of course, if you're forced to practice, at least an hour a day and go into because I had to go to UT song competitions, and I was just doing totally the classical piano route that's just really hardcore. I mean, I'm very happy that I had that training, but it was just very painful during the time.
And so what made you pick up the guitar? How did you finally ease off?
Yeah, I needed a lot of help in college, just learning the ropes there. And
that's here at Rice.
Yeah, here at Rice,
Came
yeah.
to Houston, went to Rice.
Exactly, yeah. So I moved to Houston in 2004. And, I'm a singer first before anything else. It's my passion, and I love doing it. I've always sung since I can remember. And then, during high school, it was kind of the typical thing, the guys are picking up guitars and the girls are like, oh, cool, I want to sing with him, or let's perform here and there. And I kind of got tired of waiting around for somebody to have a guitar or to see if somebody could play a song that I loved. And I had a lot of time on my own my freshman year and my sophomore year of college, and that's when I picked up guitar. It was kind of a therapeutic thing, really. And really just focused on learning some of my favorite cover songs, like Cat Power, Bob Dylan, New Chimook Hotel. Those were sort of that was the reason I started playing guitar and singing. And then about 2 years into that, I got really comfortable and started feeling confident enough to try songwriting. So that was a big challenge for me, though, because when I started, I just, super insecure, what could I write that's worth anything, that type of deal. So that took me a while to get really comfortable with it. But, I picked it up, played in my room. Then I evolved to, playing in open mics. Then I got really...
There's a couple bars on campus. You playing bars on campus at Rice?
I didn't really, no. I think maybe once or twice. We have a little coffee shop cafe, and, I'd post up, but... That was always too intense for me. It's just, you see a lot of people that and so you're kind of performing, but you have to sort of acknowledge people while it was just too much for me. And it was easier for me to start with strangers and kind of build up from there, rather than everyone saying, oh, that's the soccer player. Because I went to Rice to play soccer. So it's just sort of different associations, different groups. I needed to completely sort of invent myself, with new people.
Around town?
Where I did open mics,
Yeah.
Bohème or Bohème,
right.
Whether you're French speaking or English speaking inclined. They used to have really intense open mics. When was it? I think 2008 time frame.
Now, what makes an intense open mic?
High attendance, really long sessions, pretty good quality. I wouldn't say quality of Mucky Duck open mics, but pretty good quality people started showing up. It's just, that's the thing with open mics. It's if you get 5 or so people that are pretty consistent and really, really good, they bump up the quality of open mic sessions. So that's kind of what happened there. That's how I met Andrew Carnivus, who's another really awesome singer-songwriter here. He has sort of a side kids album and Runaway Son.
And you actually recorded a couple songs on Runaway Son.
Yeah, I recorded 2 songs with them. So that was, I mean, Andrew Carnivus has been a huge sort of musical mentor of mine, in addition to the other people in this room with me. So, yeah, but I met him at that open mic, and that was really what started off me realizing that I love to perform and really getting comfortable with it. So that was a huge discovery for me.
You guys collaborate on quite a few things.
Andrew and I? Yeah. We used to. Now he's really doing the music thing full time, and I have a full-time job, so it's kind of, he's got a lot of stuff on his plate, and I'm not quick enough in my response time and my, momentum musically to stay with him, I think. So he's doing a lot of projects on his own now, but we still connect every now and then. We did a storytelling session at Fox Hollow 2 weeks or so back, so it was really good to reconnect with him and just kind of play some music again. So.
All right, CLORY Martin live in the KPFT studio. Before you go into your first song, introduce the folks you brought in with you today.
Yeah, I got Cash on bass with me.
Cash, thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
Yeah, Cash is an awesome bassist. She plays with well, I'll let you.
Yeah, Cash, who else are you playing with?
Yeah, I play with a few different groups around town.
Get to the mic.
I guess I have to scoot up. Yeah, I play bass for the indie kind of experimental group, the Monarchian is one of my main projects.
They've been here before.
Yeah. And Shotgun Funeral is my newer kind of gypsy Russian train yard blues. It's
awesome.
Really interesting. We have a show coming up actually this Friday at Walters.
Okay, I'll
so
watch
you guys should check it out.
All right.
But yeah, I sing as well. I love playing with CLORY, kind of getting better together. So.
All right, well, Cash, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Yeah, and I got Ryan on drums. Ryan doesn't have a mic near him, but
he's way in the back, but he plays with Devil Killing Moth.
He does DCAM, Devil Killing Moth.
And they've been here a few times before, I think, on Saturday with Sandy.
Awesome. Yeah, they actually. Can I say you guys just finished recording a bunch of stuff?
8 hours last night in the studio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So he's fresh faced and happy this morning. So. And then of course David O'Day, Mr. Banjo, electric guitar, what have you extraordinaire.
Hey David.
Hello.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, just same old mornings. Just get up, go to work, and here I am.
And here you are. And you do a lot of stuff for the Last Concert Cafe as well.
Yes, it occupies my time practically every day, most all day. But it's a happy life. It takes care of me, and I take care of it.
Sure.
I play with CLORY. David Fall is another band I play with.
And you were just here over the weekend with David.
I was here Saturday in Sandy's show with David. And then I play with Jimmy Lee Dean, too, who's just amazing. I catch him or David Fall at the Last Concert Cafe, too, a lot. And CLORY still comes and plays.
Every now and then,
You don't do your Wednesday thing over there anymore?
I don't do the Wednesday thing, unfortunately. Okay. It just got a little bit too much, I think, on a weekly basis. And with it being a little less regular, I feel like I enjoy it a lot more. Like, I don't take it for granted, and I feel like I really get to get into the show. So, it books up pretty quick over there. So luckily I have a good relationship with David, so it's easy for me to kind of get a show booked in there. So, but yeah, Last Concert's been a huge part of this band and my musical performing. So.
All right. And you're not doing Wednesdays there anymore, but you are playing this Thursday at House of Blues.
I am, yeah, the Foundation room at House of Blues. That's right. You did. We were practicing earlier.
We were. Took quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm performing there. Jake Minter's, lead man of Easy Credit, is headlining that show. So it's 8 to 10. We'll probably start up around 8:45. It's a good little place. It's got a nice little ambiance to it.
It's very, very, very loungy.
Very chic.
Very, cool. Yeah,
very chic and loungy. Yeah. So be sure to check us out. There's a cover. It should be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, let's entice folks to get out with
yeah.
a tune.
Before I start though, I totally forgot one of the very, very important members who can't be here today, Beth, my twin sister. She is second vocals with us, and obviously is key to my art and what I do. So
she lives here in Houston.
Yeah,
as well?
we live together.
Okay.
She had to work, so she couldn't make it in today.
Did you skip out of work yourself?
Don't tell them. Some of them might be listening in. Nobody knows. My name's not CLORY. No, luckily my job is they're flexible and they're very respectful of my hobby / other job. So they were totally okay with me taking the time today. So yeah, it was awesome. All right.